Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Coach JC. Everyone gather around should be a good one today. Today's topic is stop letting these holidays stress you out. Whether you celebrate Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Christmas, whatever holiday you celebrate, don't let it stress you out. And really talk to the ones that are married or in relationships, and definitely the ones that have kids. Don't think you less of a parent if you can't afford your child's gift, or don't try to go out there and do nothing crazy and buy all these gifts. You can't afford it just to satisfy your kid. And don't get me wrong, satisfying your kids, is a blessing, it's a joy. You ain't got the money, you ain't got the budget for it, you ain't got to do all that. Like I said, your kid, they just want to see something underneath the tree. You know what I'm saying? Especially they under 5 or 6 years old, that's all they really care about. You know what I'm saying? Anything else is just extra. You know what I'm saying? You can go to different locations and find, cheap gifts. You ain't got to go all out and spend a whole lot of money for Christmas. Because like I said, a lot of times you'll start buying all these gifts and 2 weeks to a week later, they're not even playing with it. So you gotta be very conscious of that. You're gonna buy something and it's gonna last a good 2-3 years, Because guess what? Once they open it, and once they, play with it for a few, guess what? They're going to ask you for something else in January, February, March, April, and May. So just be conscious, just be aware that this is a one-day situation, one day or a few days, depending on what holiday you celebrate. And just enjoy the time, the moment, if you were able to spend time with your loved one. Because some kids don't have that. You know what I'm saying? Some kids have... some kids' parents had to work on Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever holiday you celebrate. They gotta work. You know what I'm saying? Some people, some fathers and mothers, they oversee working or military. So, just take the time to call people and check in on people and stuff. And then some people, they do it big on Christmas. They want big holidays and stuff like that. But like I said, you can't afford it. You can't budget into your budget. Don't try to let that deem you as a person or as a spouse too. Because like myself, my wife and I, like I said, we already talked about we not changing gifts to each other. And for me personally, I already got everything I want. And if I really want something that bad, then I'll go out there and get it. But on her standpoint, we already have that agreement. That's just about being aligned and stuff like that. And I come to Olivia, like I said, we'll get her a little gift. She can gifts from grandparents, she can gifts from cousins, uncles, aunts. So she's gonna be straight for a good while. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she already got enough gifts, but that's just between us two. But hey, it is what it is, But don't such your don't go broke during the holiday season, and then you be in debt. Be like, man, I'm trying to pay back 2-3 Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate. Go. Cause ask yourself, your kid, they still playing with the stuff you bought them last year, the year before. If not, then it tells you right there and there that, hey, just that one day show and tell right there. But yeah, though, that's all I really got to say. Don't go broke for the holiday. It's a beautiful day, beautiful time to be alive and to celebrate with your loved ones. You can go on, play a little different board games. Good to go with family time. Go to different people's houses and hang out with family. Talk to long-time people. It don't have to just be a holiday just to associate yourself with people, or just be yourself, and let God do His work. But yeah, that's all I really got to say. Until next time out, Coach JC.